Stretching before bed offers numerous benefits to overall health and well-being, like better flexibility, reduced muscle tension, enhanced sleep quality, and better blood circulation. Join me today as I take you through the exact evening stretch routine that I use. Check out the description for more info about the movements I use in this routine from our recovery program, along with other breathing protocols from our respiration program. So slip into your PJs and let's get going. I always like to start off with body waves, and there's a couple variations, but I want to keep it simple for you. So basically, as we pull our body up and open, we inhale. As we drop our body down towards the floor, we exhale. So let's do this together. You're going to start off by pulling your shoulders up towards your ears. Big inhale, expansion of the chest, open up, drive your hips forward. Now start the exhale as you squat down and push your butt back, slowly letting your upper body fall. No need to push it. Go nice and easy. Bend your knees, driving your knees forward. Hips come forward. Start to inhale. As you open up the chest, pull the ears, pardon me, pull your shoulders up towards your ears. You're going to start dropping down as you exhale. Nice and easy. We'll do one more. Big inhale. Open things up. Pull the shoulders back and down. Hips come forward. Exhale as you sit your butt back. Slowly going a little closer to the floor. Tell you what, let's do one more. We're bringing ourselves forward, opening things up. Big inhale. Hips forward, sitting back. Exhale. Drop your body down. Hang out here for just a second. Bend your knees. Big inhale as you stand back up. Shake things out. Now we're going to move down to the floor. All right, I moved Henry out of the way, and I'm going to perform a toe squat to depth that's good for me. You might not be able to go all the way down here. That's perfectly fine. Just do what you can. But the real reason for us doing this is simply so that we can place our hands on the floor, and we're going to go into this modified Seiza position. So what this is where I have my toes up on the floor and back, and I'm trying to get my hips towards my heels. Now, if this is too much for you, you can adjust it simply by bringing yourself forward or even just pulling your hips away from your heels. Now, we're going to hang out here and do this for a count of 4. Inhale, exhale for 3 rounds. Slowly working to go deeper towards our heels as we're doing this. Start off here, count of 4. Exhale, sitting back a bit more. Remember, you can adjust this by bringing yourself forward if need be. Last time here. All right, now what I like to do next is simply bring my feet flat to the floor. And I'll show you a different angle here. I like to have my toes together, heels together, and I'm sitting back onto my heels. This might be too much for you. You can adjust it the same way, bringing yourself forward or bringing your hips away from your heels. I like to try and sit deeper, but I'm keeping my chest up as I'm performing 3 rounds of this, count 4, really trying to relax myself as I go deeper into this position. Last count of 4 here. Inhale for 4. Exhale for 4. Now, next off, we're going to be going into the A-frame. So the start for the A-frame here, come back to this position, is where I'm going to have both hands on the floor. Adjust this real quick for you. So I'll have both hands on the floor, shoulders over the hands, hips over the knees. And I'm just going to focus on pushing my butt up into the air, just like this. Now, remember, we don't need to push ourselves into a position. We want this to be relaxing. We're looking at more of a recovery, if you will. So just find kind of where you're tight here. And as you continue with breathing, 4 in, 4 out, I want you to move your body around just a little bit, side to side. Maybe push your heel, right heel down to the floor, push your butt up into the air just a tiny bit, switch off to the opposite side, perform some circles. As you're going for about 3 rounds of a 4 count inhale, 4 count exhale. Moving in and out of this, you might feel it in the hamstrings, in the glutes. You might feel it in the lats, depending on what's going on in your body that day. Now, I'm going to switch the angle here for you. And the reason why is that we're going to shift now by bringing the right foot forward into what is called modified pigeon. Now, just place your leg out in front in a position that's going to be good for you in terms of the distance of your heel from your hips. So you might need to bring your heel in closer, and this goes for both legs here. And what we're going to do from here is we're going to exhale as we drop our body over this leg. We're going to do this 5 times. 2, exhale, 3, 4, and 5. I'm going to hold this position here, performing my 4 count in and my 4 count exhale. Now from here, we're going to switch it up. We're going to put this into motion. And I'm moving around a little bit so that I don't bump into Henry too much, but I'm going to extend my arm and back here. I'm going to let my knees come up, and I bring my arm up over my head so that I can go to the opposite side here, sit up into the opposite side modified pigeon. So same thing. We're going to exhale 1, 4, and let's do 5 here, and we're going to hold this. So this is going to be our 4 count. Inhale 4, exhale count 4. I'm going to switch. So I'm going to extend this arm. I'm going to bring my knees up. I'm going to extend the opposite arm, and I'm going to sit back up into this modified pigeon, and I'm going to do the same thing one more time. I like to do this twice. So there's going to do this 5 pulses. There's a second round. 4 and 5. Hold this. Inhale 4. Exhale 4. Slowly going a little deeper into it. Same thing. Opposite side here. Knees come up. Extend the opposite arm, pulling myself over to the side. Pulses of 5 times. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold this. Inhale 4. Exhale as you go a little deeper into this. Now, from this position, what I'm going to ask you to do now is to bring your knees up. So we're going to go into the plow pose. And if you haven't done this before, I want you to go real easy with it, even if you have done this before. All you're going to do is focus on getting up into the position first by pulling your hips up over and making sure to keep your legs bent. Hands are going to be on your hips. So with both hands on your hips from here, imagine pushing your hips up towards the ceiling. We're not dropping our feet. We're going to inhale, count of 4. And on the exhale, slowly let your knees drop a tiny bit. But remember, you're trying to push your butt up into the air while you're doing this so that you don't have any pressure on your neck. If this is just too much for you, then there's no need for you to be doing this, especially in the evening. Now exhale again, dropping. Inhale. Slowly drop a bit. You know, as I mentioned before, I've been doing this for many years, so I look at this only as a way to help relieve some of the tension in my back, in my shoulders, and my neck. If this is too much for you by performing this, then by all means, skip it. From here, we'll move into the next movement simply by dropping our feet to the floor. I'm going to focus on dropping my knees side to side. When I drop my knees, I'm going to focus on pushing the top leg, in this case this is my left leg, away from me, and extend the left arm here, pushing my left knee away from me. I inhale a count of 4 as I pull my knees up, and as I extend my body, I exhale. This time, my right knee is driving away from me as my right arm is driving away from me. I'm going to inhale one more time, bringing the knees up. I exhale as I extend. One more time, inhale. exhale. I bring myself back to the center here. And I always like to finish off with the corpse pose here. And all I'm going to do is place both of my hands on the floor. Now, obviously, I'm holding the microphone here, so I won't be able to use both hands, but I'd like for you to get into this position and just focus on 4-count inhale, and on the exhale, imagine yourself just melting into the floor. I like to do this 3 times. Feel free to close your eyes if you'd like. Inhale, count of 4. Exhale, count of 4, melting into the floor. One more time, last time. Inhale. And exhale. All right, so that is my pretty much every night recovery, relaxation, mobility, stretch routine. Henry is typically in this same position when I'm doing it. I really encourage you to try this out. See how it goes for you. And also just be sure to make adjustments to any of the movements to make sure that they work for you. Enjoy and get some sleep. Thanks for doing this routine with me. And be sure to check out this next video on active recovery.